That hack attack against Sony comes at an opportune time, especially with Hollywood already suffering from a bad year at the box office. The Hollywood season is usually when studios hope for strong ticket sales, but as CCTV's Mei Li reports, 2014 may not bring all that much Christmas cheer.
You have but one question to answer. How shall this day end?
It's already been a very Merry Christmas for The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies. The final chapter in the trilogy is bringing in big box office receipts worldwide since it opened last week. But is it enough to save what's been a dismal year in ticket sales for Hollywood? The holiday movie season follows the worst summer in nearly a decade. Nearly 20% of annual movie revenues are made during the holidays. Unlike The Hobbit, other releases have not yet lived up to expectations.
It's a hard knock life for us.
A hard-knock year got much worse for Hollywood when Sony Pictures canceled the Christmas Day release of The Interview after a crippling cyber attack, which the U.S. blames on the DPRK. But then a turnaround in the 11th hour. On Tuesday, Sony announced it will release The Interview on Christmas in select theaters throughout the country. This comes after a coalition of independent theaters pledged to show the film if Sony allows it. While The Interview's release is a moral victory, industry experts say it will do little to save a tough year in Hollywood.
The industry, I think, just wants to get out of sort of this hard luck year of 2014 and move into 2015, which is expected, especially for me, as being the biggest box office year ever. I'm expecting over $11 billion at the box office for the first time in North America.
That prediction is because of huge franchise films slated for release in 2015 that already have a built-in fan base, including The Avengers, Age of Ultron. And for Christmas next year, the highly anticipated Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
The dark side. And the light.
These blockbuster films are equally and sometimes more successful in markets outside of North America.
China is growing at an amazing rate every year in terms of the box office. And in fact, by the end of the decade, the box office in China will exceed that of North America, and perhaps by 2025 could more than double North American revenues. So you can see how important China is.
This year, the 34 foreign films allowed by China's quota system grossed close to $2 billion. That's a 60% rise from 2013. Restrictions on film imports in China are expected to ease in 2017 and 2018 when trade agreements are renewed. And for Hollywood, that could mean very Merry Christmases for years to come.
Princes and castles.
Mei Li, CCTV, Los Angeles.